So okay. So as to start with the meet, could you give me some information on this ML and these embedded systems?
Yeah, sure.
So is this meeting getting recorded? Hello.
Yeah, yeah, sure. I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Yep. So we are live currently. So let us wait for a couple of minutes before everyone joins in. So, we can discuss the call directly with them as well and get to know their views and perspectives.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sure. I will wait for a couple of minutes for them to join us in.
Okay, but I think that most of the people in the group do know about these ML and other techniques. But as of being a fresher, could you please tell me with some information regarding the ML?
Yeah, yeah, sure. So what is ML? Okay, right. So let me give you a basic example, right? So I guess you might have used or might have seen that the one which we see in front of our mobile phones, the OK Google or Hey Siri. Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Yep. So that uses a type of ML which is called, the natural language processing or NLP, if I remember it very correctly. So what it uses that it can recognize in between, the when you say the word OK Google or when you say the word Hey Siri or stuff like that. So it will recognize the thing and on finally it will ping up, give out a baud rate or give out zeros and ones or stuff like that to the the board or in this instance the mobile phone and stuff like that. So it can understand that hey, my user is pinging me up and I should get up and do the stuff which the user is telling me. So this is how mainly the ML stuff works. So in moreover relation, you can see this is the most common example which the most of the people gives. And higher on, you can go on to classifying the things such as if you might have used if you might have used the thing called as Google Translate, if I remember it very correctly. So with that thing, you can scan up your mobile phone's camera using your mobile phone's camera, and then you can scan up any kind of the text, and it can convert it to your preferred text or languages. So that thing also uses these ML or the TensorFlow thing, which is being developed by Google. So it uses and it understands that hey, this is this language and I need to convert to this prescribed language by the user. So it converts according to this, and this is how the entire results are being displayed. So in most of our these ML field is a growing field nowadays. It's a bit I would say a huge impact. It is having a huge impact on these societies and other stuff like that, which you can obviously getting up and running easily ML. Either you can do with your, I guess you are joining in from your laptop or maybe mobile, so you can do it in from your web browser or stuff like that. So previously ML was not such a easy kind of thing right here, but gradually as the days went on and technology and stuff like that got increased and developed. So these kind of things can be done from I would say anywhere on the world right now. Okay, what about the others? Let me bring them up.
well, it's really quite interesting thing which I have conveyed. Um, so yes, when I have gone to check with the what with this ML. So I have got to know that it is used for the image processing and signal processing, and that is the information which I actually conveyed. So apart from these, okay, for these ML to be programmed, we have different softwares like TensorFlow and Edge Studio. These are things which I have actually recently acknowledged of. So, could you actually tell
Mhm.
me like what's the difference in between these two?
Yeah, sure, sure. So, actually, today we don't have an agenda or stuff like that because there are obviously no guests present today because they are having some kind of meetings and stuff like that. So instead of that, I can do one thing. Yeah, I can explain in between the differences of the normal TensorFlow, which we use it up in the data centers and stuff like that. In between using the the Agent Plus Studio and stuff like that. So let me bring this one thing, this main difference up. This thing. Where is that? Well, yeah. So I hope that
Yeah,
my
I
camera is still visible.
yeah
Yeah. So
yeah
can
yeah.
you read this thing? This is the the Nano 33B license, which is the most commonly used board for TinyML stuffs and embedded in stuffs nowadays.
Yeah,
So
1 minute, 1 minute. So I have actually recently asked you about this thing, like why only Arduino Nano BLE Sense is used, but not the
yeah,
other type of Arduinos are used. So like what
yeah,
is
yeah, sure,
actually yeah
Let me extend this up. Let me bring it up to the camera very close. I
yeah
hope
okay
that you can see it clearly. Can you
yeah
see it?
okay
Just ping me up on the yeah, sure. So
yeah.
can you see this thing? Uh, yeah. So these are the the various different sensors right here. These one a light sensor, this one is a light sensor, this one is a the motion detection sensors, the IMU, the gyroscope. Then there's the color sensor. Then there's the the pressure sensors and other stuff like that. So these the Arduino Nano 33BLE sense board as because it's saying sense. So it has 9 different senses or the sensors inside it. So for using that sensors, the most important thing is that you don't have to solder up other sensors or you have to buy up other sensors. It's already having the the required amount of sensors inside the board. That's the first advantage because obviously if you write if you have to create another code for that sensor to send up the data and do some interferencing with the board. So for that you have to create a code to run in it. Yeah, but in this board it's already the pre-made. So there's no worries. You don't have to waste your time making up or soldering the things or connecting it with jumpers and other stuffs, and also doing up making up the code, and that's it. You don't need to do things like that. So this is the first advantage of it. The second thing comes up is that you get 9 different sensors in such a small form factor, which can be easily being developed with the code and can be easily executed because as of now, Arduino platform is one of the most common and commonly used and most of the beginner friendly platforms out there. If I'm speaking it correctly, yeah, I think so. I guess you might have also used Arduino ID.
No, I'm just
You might have even heard
beginner.
of it.
Hello.
Yeah, sure, I can hear you.
Yeah, so regarding audio, I'm just a beginner. And next, coming to Arduino IDE is it is a software which we use for programming the audio, right? Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Mm, yes. Uh, so okay, that information was very good, but so like I think as still not most of the members have joined, so that I'll ask you some questions. Okay. So
Sure.
like yeah. Mm, just give me a minute.
Sure.
Yeah. So coming to this Arduino Nano BLA sense, in this, do we have a mic sensor?
Yep, we have what do you say the I guess it's a MEMS microphone if I remember it very correctly. It's a MEMS microphone, which is one of the best industrial standards microphone out there in the market, which you can get on these board.
Okay. So what is the range of that one?
Mm-hmm. Yep, range. Let me open up the data sheet because I'm
Yeah.
not
Okay.
aware of
Okay.
their range
Yeah.
till now.
So actually,
Uh,
the thing is that I'm planning to do some project on this, which is not present in the online. So that for that information, we actually have 1 month of time to do it, as it is
okay,
one of
cool.
Yeah.
So
So
you are using TensorFlow, sorry. So you are using Agimpus in that, if I, with your last discussion with you had on Telegram.
yeah, yes. Like
Oh, cool.
I thought of using Edge Gimbal Studio. It's because like I got to know the a few points like compared to the TensorFlow. In this Edge Gimbal Studio, we have this machine learning being folded in such a way that it takes very less power to run, and even less RAM
Yep,
space.
less than 1 milliwatt. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, and also one of the main differences in between the, the edge impulse has a different neural compiler. So in that sense, in this sense of machine learning perspective, so neural compiler is actually, like the core software inside it. Okay, so as of that, there are for these tiny ML things, the most important was using the TensorFlow Lite Micro or the TF Lite Micro from from Google's TensorFlow. So what Agimpus uses is that it has a specified its own built specified the library which says Eon Edge optimizer, and it optimizes the TensorFlow percentage to a huge difference. So Eon uses less than 50% to 55% of the RAM or the ROM along with the ROM, which is being used up by the TensorFlow like micro. So you can say that in case of these TinyML perspectives, the amount of RAM and the ROM which is being used up by Google's TensorFlow is 50% higher than what is being used up by Edge Impulse Eon. So that's how the Edge Impulse thing is more the more easy to use and more perspective. It has more perspectiveness in this areas.
Mm, yeah, that was really good. Uh, okay. So I still have many doubts regarding this as I'm just a basic
Sure,
student
sure, sure.
actually.
No problem with
Yeah.
that.
Mm, yeah. So if if I make some project based on related to audio signal processing, like the thing just like hello Google, like that,
Mm-hmm. Yep,
Arduino
yep.
BLE. Like
Mm-hmm.
my sir has said that to be connected to this Arduino.
Yeah, I'm not getting your point. I guess you are facing some kind of network issues.
No,
If I'm not wrong.
hello.
Yeah, this is better now. Yeah, this is better.
Yeah, actually, I am using Wi-Fi only, not internet, normal internet. Okay. The thing is that so in term like for the application of audio signal processing to this Arduino, do we need to what interface some memory item to this Arduino BLE in?
Memory items. You need to obviously, provide up the
Hello.
code and stuff like that. Obviously.
Oh, 1 minute, 1 minute. Hello, hello,
Yeah, sure.
hello.
Yeah, sure. I
Sorry,
can hear
one
you
minute.
right now.
I am. Your voice is breaking. Yeah, okay. So now could you
Mm,
repeat it?
yeah, sure. Let me check 1 second. Just 1 second. Yeah, can you hear me right now?
Yeah, yes.
So this is better. Yeah, because I was facing some kind of quite a bit of network issues. No worries. So the thing which I was telling is that you want to do some Hello World, which is the the Hey Google or Hey Siri stuff like that on your Arduino BLE 33 cents.
Yeah, yes. So for
Yep.
this
So
purpose, do we need some memory to be interfaced?
yep, you obviously need the memory inside it. This already has an inbuilt memory inside it, an inbuilt RAM, ROM, and flash and stuff like that. So you will connect up to your PC, you get in the code from either from Agentforce or you can do the TensorFlow Lite microcode because if I remember it very correctly, TensorFlow Lite micro also has those Hey Google or Hey Siri stuff like that. So you can either use that things or make your own code. That's it, and you can flash it up to these device and power it up using power bank or either put it up into the any of the laptop or other things like that, and it can get it up and running. And if you see him, uh, hello world or the hey Google or hey Siri, and it will blink up these LEDs or stuff like that. That's pretty much simple.
Okay. To get a good good accuracy for the device, so how many number of input samples do we need to actually give it, and what are the
Yeah.
number of testing
Uh,
samples to be given?
yeah, sure, sure, sure. Sure. So the main problem is that, you know, these accuracy percentage obviously varies from a project to a project, from a data set to a data set, from a compiler to compiler, from the hardware to hardware. So there are very different, the instances of differentiation in between the accuracy level. None of us can say truly that how much you should do the performance or how much you should train the model to get a the higher accuracy. But I can suggest you one point which I have seen from these TinyML projects and these machine learning and deep learning projects is that the higher the amount of data set which you give the train, the more the data you get, more the accuracy level, because obviously the device or the here the model understands that this is the thing which I need to classify, so it can understand, oh hey, this is the thing I need to classify, and it can classify in just a couple of seconds, which is more faster than what it did before. So if you use agent pulse, over there's an option which says um, I would say retrain the model if I remember it correctly. Yeah. So for that, the model will again be trained from the first. So what it will do is that it will increase, the accuracy percentage up in that. Most probably, if you use the Agent per Studio, I don't think you're gonna be getting less than um 80 to 85 percentage, although accuracy percentage, although I have got in some of the instances complete 100%. Some of the people even have got less than 20%. So this is completely case sensitive and completely the depends on the perspective of the project and perspective of the model and stuff like that.
Yeah, well, I was also thinking about to increase the number of input samples to this project, so that like I thought the same what you have conveyed to me. So I'm also thinking of like still I haven't started my project because I need some confirmation message from my source, so that after I get that confirmation I need to start up this project. So that as you have kept this meeting, it is really good time for me to be in this meeting, and so
Sure, no
I
problem.
don't
Yeah,
know when this meet ends. Yeah, I
yeah,
don't know when this meeting
yeah.
ends, but
So this is
I
gonna
have
be
many
ending
doubts.
at no. We still have plenty of time. We still have more than 3 minutes more than that. So it's enough of time for that. Even though if you don't end up
Yeah.
getting up answers of all the questions, you'll always feel free to ping me up on Telegram or ping me up on Twitter and other social places. You can get in touch with me for that.
Yeah. Mm, Also, coming to this COVID-19, so what are the things which you can do actually for this? Like, what are the different types of solutions which you can tell us based on using this ML? Like some projects related to electronics
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah, sure,
machine
sure.
learning.
Sure. I will share up the screen in just a second. Just give me a second.
Yeah, okay.
In the meantime, are you only focusing on the machine learning or the tiny ML perspective?
Well, it's machine learning, okay, but like I still don't
No,
knowing
no,
about the difference between
because
TinyML and machine learning.
yeah, because these machine learning and these tiny ML things are a bit different. Because even though in machine learning, some of the things such as you are using the Raspberry Pis, although you can program the Raspberry Pi using the Arduino with these Bolinas and things like that. But in that same sense, for using these ML things, you can even use the FPGAs, which cost more than the amount of which you get in uh, these boards, these cheap little boards. These boards mostly come in around $30 to $50. If I yeah, $30 to $50, yeah. While using those, the higher end performance AI things such as the Jetson Nanos and other FPGAs, so they may even cost you more than 200 or 300 the dollars, which cost up to a whole lot money in that instance. So for that, I would suggest to bring down to one perspective. Either you can go with using TinyML, or either you can take up these the machine learning, the previously used, the original machine learning perspectives.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. So are you actually now sharing your screen?
Nope. Just a second. Let me share up my screen.
Okay. Uh, till,
Just a second. Where is this thing? First of all,
so
I will show
yeah,
you up with the normal machine learning things, the machine learning projects which you can use. Not only to using these, I would say the COVID perspective, but also to a wide range of different areas. These are applicable. Yeah, just bring me up once
uh,
if you can see my screen.
yeah, I could, but it is so small. So can you tell me like how to full screen this one?
Yeah, you can. If you can double click on it, then I guess it will. You are using your mobile phone or you are based on your laptop.
I'm based on this mobile phone.
Oh, so I guess if you try to double tap the shared screen, then it may increase up the size.
No,
And
it is not be possible.
oh, that that
But
looks
just I can
strange.
zoom it. That's it. It's not good. Okay.
That looks strange.
No.
Uh, okay,
So
so
well, so, Ajit, do you know some things related to this radar
yeah, which one?
engineering, and some
Nope,
things
buddy.
related to radar engineering?
Nope. Sorry
Okay.
to say, but
Yeah.
nope. Yeah, I know a couple of folks who know about radar engineering and the sonar and things like that. I know a couple of folks who have done projects on that, but not to me in this instance. I am mostly over these ML and AI stuff with IoT. Sorry to say that.
Well, okay. Yeah. But actually, I'm interested in radar engineering field. So that I'm actually trying to make my network expanded in that field. I'm still a student, BTech second year, ECE.
Oh,
But
even though you are more older than me.
yeah, yeah. But you have a very good information.
Oh, thanks for that.
So, but how did you gain this knowledge actually? Like, are you actually interested in this, or someone has taught you all these things?
Nope, I'm completely on my own. These are the
Yeah.
things which discover, which I discovered and then caught up my mind, and till now it's catching up my mind, and till now I am experimenting with these stuffs and still love those stuffs to tinker around with these small little things with IoT and bringing on AI and IoT to one single field, which
Hmm.
intimates
Yeah.
me a lot.
Well, that makes like to see that you could be the next Google CEO after this Sundar
No,
Pichai.
don't think of that. Don't even
Really,
think of
it's
that.
really interesting.
Oh,
No,
okay,
yeah,
so
because you could even guess the Sundar Pichai's age. So he's really a great person, but as age comes, he also needs to exit, right?
yeah, that's the correct thing. Yeah, so I can show you some things which were made using TinyML, which were made using Edging Pulse. Just a couple of seconds.
Okay. So, do you
In the
know any
meantime, are you?
websites on? Yeah,
Yeah, sure, carry on.
continue. Yeah. So, do you know some websites where we could actually get all the information on the projects which they have done, related to the code or related to the information on how they made the project, what are the components they use on the project, like that. Like I know one website called as named as instructables.com. Did you
Yep.
heard that? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
So,
already in
do
that.
you know? Yeah. So, do you know few such similar websites? Because I
Yep.
got to know about that website very recently.
Yep, there are many. So if you use Instructable is one of the the most commonly used platforms. Then you can move in over to Hackaday and Hackster and stuff like that.
Hackaday.
So yeah, Hackaday, Hackaday.io.
Oh, sorry. Could you message in this chat box
Sure,
so that
sure. I will
I
message up
can?
in the. Yeah, sure. Okay. So also in the meantime, let me check if there have been any questions up in the chat. Mm, nope, that seems to be working fine.
So not only Hackaday, but do you know a few others?
Yep, there are hacksters and other stuff like that. In the meanwhile, who joined in? Sai Kumar. Yeah, sure. So could you
Hello,
introduce up
hello.
yourself and yeah, sure. Just a second, Nanda. I will interact with Sai Kumar for a second. Yeah, hello, Sai Kumar. Could
Yeah,
you
okay,
introduce
definitely.
up yourselves? Hello, Sai Kumar. Nobody. You aren't audible yet. Hello, Sai Kumar. Can you guys hear my sound or not? Or if I am facing any problem, just tell me once.
No, I could hear your voice very clearly.
It seems that he is only having a bit of problem.
Yeah, maybe. So, mm, so what could be some other things which can be known for me?
Yeah, sure. Could you please repeat it back?
Yeah. So, what are a few other topics which I could know for my project on like that related? Like, so the way I conveyed about my project, it's an ML based project where I'm using this audio signal processing technique, and next, mm, that way. Any related to that? Actually, I am participating in a national level competition, and
Yeah.
I'm coming across this project. Anyhow, I have completed giving the presentation based on our project to the executives. So it seems that they have liked my views on the project, and so most probably I could actually go to the state level competition.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
what's the competition, by the way? Yeah, which
Yeah,
conference is it?
it's Chakra Vishwakarma Awards. Did you
Chakra
heard that?
Vishwakarma. Nope. Where is it based out of? Are you based out of Bengaluru or Chennai?
No, I am from Telangana. You are from?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm based out of West Bengal.
West Bengal. Yeah, but
I
could
haven't
you
heard
actually?
of that.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
It's
sure,
an
carry on.
it's an AICTE related it is applicable for only BTech colleges, BTech
Mm-hmm.
college
Yep.
students where they actually study in autonomous college. So that
Okay.
is all about this Chakra Vishwakarma Awards.
Okay. Good to hear that.
And I am based off and I am from diplomatic background. So do you know
Oh,
diploma?
nobody. I'm not that a geek in these, the degrees and stuff like that. Sorry to say so, but
Well, okay. So as you said recently that you have friends in related to this radar engineering. So could you share me who those members' contact?
yeah, sure. I can share up to them, to those in Telegram. I can get you touch with them pretty easily.
Yeah, like do you know any other mm, what similar groups related to this radar? Because I have actually uh, checked in the Telegram, but I haven't got any relevant information.
Mhm. Yeah, these radar engineering and other things like that. So, it's a bit more complex than these stuffs, although these are complex too. These emails and stuffs are complex too. But I know I know a couple of two to three folks who have done their projects on radar engineering, although not so professionally, which you see. They have not deployed on submarines and other stuff like that. They are completely, doing their personal projects, small projects. Um, Yep,
Uh,
that was it. Uh, I can get you touch with them through Telegram. I can ping them up to get in touch with you and share your, the username and stuff like that, and they can get in touch with you if that's okay.
yeah, okay, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Because anyhow, the few steps which you actually start in our journey can take us. So actually, coming to me, I am not that really interested in this software engineering, but I'm interested in this radar engineering. That I'm
Oh,
willing
cool.
to go towards that side.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good thing too because I have heard a couple of folks doing that, and it's more towards focused on uh, applied physics, sonar and stuff like that.
Hello,
Yeah, sure.
hello.
I can. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can hear you right now.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, so moving over. Sai Kumar, you aren't audible yet. Let me ask some more folks to join in, I guess. How much are in the chat? Oh,
Only three members.
four to five people are in, the stream right now. Let me share up these links so that they can even join up and share some of their stories and other stuff like that.
Well, really, okay. So, is always the strength in this way very low?
Sorry?
Like, do in for the every meet you conduct, would the what attendees be in
Nope,
only this
not
way, like
for
only one digit?
yeah, nope, not for the every week, but we do it for uh in some months we do it for 2 days, in some months we do it for 1 day if we get less amount of time. So this is not a weekly live stream. or a stream, by the way. But nevertheless, yeah, why we started these things as because I have seen some people up in Telegram, up in WhatsApp, up in other developer communities, based out of Asia. So the I came to know about this thing called TinyML. So I asked them that, hey, do you know that you can even deploy these ML things on these small devices? And they're like, wow, yeah, we don't know about that. Could you please let me know more about that? So, I gave them some briefings and stuff like that. And then finally we came all together and we formed these community up. And first it was started in Telegram, and gradually it has now moved to, it is still now in Discord. Then we have our social channels up on Twitter and other stuff like that. So this is how
That's
the
really
entire
interesting.
community started off. So basically, people wanted to know what is the thing TinyML, and we started it, and still now, I would say more amount of audience nowadays knows what is TinyML and who are based out of Asia, because we are not only based out of India. Mostly we are based out of India, but we still do have people who are belonging from other countries and other territories. Yeah, this is how the
That's really
you know the entire group started, the entire community started.
Hmm. Well, coming to this online, we would be having some online courses, right? In the YouTube, Python and other courses like ML. So, could you just tell me a few things um, for Python and machine learning to be known? Which YouTube channel would be the best one? Based on your idea,
Oh,
you would be
yeah,
having some idea, right?
yeah, sure. So there are two different, for taking machine learning, there is another platform, and for taking Python, there are some other people doing it, because both of them can't be done in one single thing. If you want to search for the people who are doing ML with Python, you don't get so much good YouTube channels or other, the communities who do like that. In fact, if you
Well,
get to some expertise communities such as those of the TensorFlow communities, the PyTorch communities, the uh, other communities, the Raspberry Pi machine learning communities, and other stuff like that. So if you move into there, then you can get some good amount of support from the people, but they are the people who already know about this stuff. So they are, more, uh, I would say, in an intermediate or in a advanced level. So those mainly consist of those people. But for you, for those people who are starting off with these ML with Python and the stuff like that, I would suggest to to take up some courses on Udemy or Coursera. That would be pretty easy, because those courses are, I would say, they benefit you at least a bit than what you get on YouTube. But also there are some people at YouTube which teach you a whole lot than these courses, such as, although I'm not such a good guy to tell these or prescribe these YouTube things, because I really take up, or I really do up some courses or learn something from YouTube because of these programming things from YouTube. I guess he was saying, yeah. So I can suggest you one guy who's there.
It,
Yeah,
hello,
sure,
Ajit.
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you right now.
Okay,
Can you
I
hear me?
don't know whether. Yeah, yeah, I could hear you. For Python, I have actually used a YouTube channel named as mm, okay, I have started what I have started learning Python from one of the YouTube channels. So that similarly, are there any YouTube channels which could be the best one in their practice? to learn machine learning course on them.
Okay, so
The only reason
speaking honestly,
why I'm
right, I
asking
am not.
this.
Yeah, yeah, I got it. But to be honest, I am not such a good person to, prescribe these things of where you can get some good resources in YouTube for Python. But there are some Indian folks doing that. There is a
Mm.
there is a community which is being laid down. I can share you that link up in Telegram. It even has a Telegram community, so that will be pretty easy with that because I know the person who is leading that community, so you can get in touch with him easily. That would be better, right?
Yeah, really. Could you do you know my Telegram ID? Could
Yeah.
you please recommend it?
I guess I'm not being suggested to share his Telegram ID publicly, but I can share it to you in your personal Telegram because you obviously get that, for some security reasons. I can't share it publicly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so in the meantime, do you even have used or have seen some demos with Edge Impulse, by the way?
Yeah. I have come across the thing which I have converted, that is Hello World program. I have got to check. That
Mm-hmm.
was the only one of the examples based project which I have saw.
Oh, cool. There are more in
I'm just
that.
a beginner,
Let
but
me share.
I'm just a beginner, and
Yeah,
so
let
when
me
I
share
have
you. Yeah,
actually,
yeah, yeah, sure. I can share you some projects of Edge Impulse right now. Yeah, that would be better.
well, I even got
Mm,
some interest in this machine learning when have gone through this Edge Studio, because I felt like it was very easy to get programming done.
mhm.
Is it true
Yeah,
in
yeah,
your point?
yeah, sure. Why this thing is very easy because if you turn up to Edge Impulse, the user interface is very easy for the beginners or even for experts. So that makes it very easy to do our stuffs with machine learning because you won't understand that you are doing such an intense amount of stuffs, but you can do it pretty easily with this the GUI or the graphics, the interface with the pupil.
Yes. Okay. Mm,
Okay, so
well, do we have meetings like? Can we arrange a meeting if I need to talk to you personally when I want, only for this project discussions,
yep, sure, no problem with that.
because you have a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, let me share up something with Agent Plus. Let me get you guys gone through it through the basic of Agent Plus from their starting thing
So, are
from
you sharing
it.
Telegram or here?
Yeah, just say me once if you guys can see my screen.
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. I good.
Yeah, so this is the
Are you
Agent
able
Plus
to
main.
hear?
Yeah, I can hear you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the main page which you get on searching agentpush.com. So these are some of the places where the agent push stuff is being deployed. These agent push software is being deployed on, and here is a page where you can put up your name, email, and sign up for the developer account. These are some data structure, some datas which tell up. How many ML projects has been done in Agimpulse as of now, the data samples collected, the cloud jobs and other things like that. And here comes one most, you know, the exciting thing right there. So this is a QR code. Okay, and if you open this website right down through your the
Yeah,
computer, either through using your PC or through using your laptop, and then if you
yeah.
directly take up your mobile phone and scan it up, let me let me do
It is
once here.
for yeah. It is for the giving input to this software, right?
Yep. Yeah, right. So yeah, can you see this thing? It says you have connected your
Yeah,
phone.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I just scan my phone with it and it gets connected to it. And let me let me stop the screen sharing and let me share up the camera right now. Yeah, can you guys see my mobile
Yeah,
right now?
yeah. But
So
it's
this is
blur.
yeah, I guess it will calm down in a couple of seconds.
So are you using Wi-Fi or internet connectivity?
No, I'm based on broadband right now.
Okay, okay.
So
What? Okay. Yeah,
yeah, is this better now?
yeah. It's okay.
Yeah,
You
so
can
if
say.
you scan up the QR code up in their web page, so it lays down to these things: the motion, the audio, and the vision, the three different types of sensors which are being supported by Edge Impulse. And if I click on these, I have clicked on this motion thing, and it will collect up the data. It will start to collect up the data. It is connecting to the server. That's it.
Okay.
You can get it up. Yeah, just see it got even connected.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, can you see?
Yeah.
So that's pretty easy because in one click of the mouse you connect it to their cloud and then you can send up the data and classify up the data and other stuff like that which are pretty simple right now.
But
So
do
yeah,
you
this
have
is it.
no? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Sure, carry on.
Yeah. Like, do you have knowledge on these servers also? Servers.
Servers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not I'm not having such a huge amount of knowledge on these servers and things like that, but I guess I'm having around an intermediate knowledge of these servers, clouds, and DevOps and things like that.
Yeah. Okay. Before you have said that Udemy is the best one for these courses to learn, right? But
Udemy and Coursera, yeah, Udemy and Coursera.
yeah, for me the problem is that I'm not able to set which provider could give me the correct information. Uh, like I
Which
am also
provider will
interested
give you
in,
the correct information?
yeah, because many members would be uploading their courses, right? That's the reason.
I would say to, I would say to, do up, take up the courses from Coursera or take up the courses from Udemy and take up the courses which are having on the top of the charts and things like that because they are usually being taught up by good amount of teachers and those teachers and educators than as par comparing with the other people right there. But yeah, that is also kind of case sensitive because obviously it depends from course to course from the type of those languages you want to go with, the place, the website you want to study, and other stuff like that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I have been learning this Python course from IntelliPad. Do you remember IntelliPad?
Yep.
Yeah, so from that one, I started uh, learning this Python course recently. So, like, similar to this way, I would also like to learn this machine learning because, like, I feel like it gives flexibility, but yes, it also has got disadvantages. But somewhat we could get some basic knowledge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. There's one thing which you can do. There's one certificate course right there from, which is being taught from uh, I'm from Google, who's the the lead of these TensorFlow at Google, and also some other folks over at Harvard. So they teach one course right from online of the EDX, the Harvard thing right there. So it's paid, but you obviously get to learn from the best minds up in the world for that.
Uh, who is the provider? What's the name?
Yeah, sorry, didn't got you.
Yeah. Tell me that name. Like you said something, provider.
Yeah, search for it on Google. I guess it's a TinyML professional certificate course. Yep.
Tiny,
So search for it on Google and you can get it pretty easily out there.
professional
Okay,
certificate.
so let me share back the screen again. There's the tab. There you go. Come on. So this was it. We were up here and here's the main thing. Edge device to data set to ampersand test. So this is pretty easily example. Yeah, you can even understand that it takes up the data from the device, which is called as the edge device in here. Then it will create up the data set, and then it will make up the model, which is the impulse, and then it will do the test, the classifying up the test. Yeah, so this was it. This is the I would say a complete brief flow chart kind of thing, which explains all the things which are being done in Edge
Yeah.
Impulse right now.
Yeah. And
Okay, so
this is the thing
this is the
I asked you.
yeah. So that was only
In the group I have asked you, right, about this
yeah,
flow chart. Do you remember?
yeah, sure, I can remember that as well. So these are the videos, a small demo video which can say you the things like that. These are some reviews for it. And this was it. This is the thing which I was telling, the Eon by Edge Impulse, which reduces the RAM percentage to around 50% and the less flash memory. Some
Yeah.
supporters and yeah, this was it. This is from the first page of Edge Impulse which you get on searching it. And then let me go up to the documentation part. Can you see this screen right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the documentation page up in Edge Impulse where you can understand things pretty easily. So as of now, Edge Impulse automatically supports how many? One, two, three, four, five, six boards along with the mobile phone. So it's pre supported. It's easily supported. Directly you can flash it up the board. No need to do for other things or change up the code or change it up for any different board. Directly you can flash up the code and it will ta-da, and it will start up working. But not only for that, you can even do these edge impulse things and even run up the edge impulse model to any board basically because for that edge impulse thing, finally you get just a thing. Yeah, wait for a second. I will show this thing up in the edge impulse studio. Let me share the screen again. And where is it? Yeah, got it. So can you see my screen right now? Hello.
Yeah, yes, I can.
Oh, that's good to hear. Also, yeah. So right now, so this is the dashboard which you get on creating up a project on Edge Impulse. And finally, these are the steps to be followed. You connect up the device, you pair up the device, you take up the data, you create up the impulse, you retrain the model, and you go to live classification and the things like that. So these are the normal things which are being done for creating of a model in Edge Impulse. And suppose you want to run these Edge Impulse thing and run these Edge Impulse code on an unsupported board which doesn't support Edge Impulse as of right now. But even though it unsupports, you can run that code on that board if that board supports using the Arduino ID or platform IO or other things like that. How? Let me show this thing up. So if you go to this bar which says deployment. Oh, sorry. So this isn't trained yet. Oh man.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got understood. Like, we would be making the code converted into a library file, which could be used in the
Yeah,
Arduino
yeah,
IDE, right?
yeah, sure. So you get
Yeah.
the library option, which you get the MicroPython library, or you get the Arduino C++ library, or other stuff like that.
Okay, okay, okay. Could you repeat that point?
Yeah, sure. For exporting the library, you can export it up in a C++ format, or in Arduino IDE format, or in a WebAssembly format, MicroPython format also. So these are some of the stuffs which are being supported as of right now.
Well, it's interesting. Okay. So, and you have also told me there's some other information like what this so one.
Yeah, sure.
Mm, what is it? Yeah, you have told me some data forwarding technique about, right? In the group when I
Yep.
have asked that. So, if we
Yeah.
would like to go with other types in the Arduino, so how is that possible? Like for Arduino
Yeah.
BSS, we will be converting it into a library file and then using it in the Arduino IDE. But in the other cases of
Yep.
Arduino, how?
Yeah, sure. So for that thing, there's a CLI or a command line interface for Edge Impulse which is being developed. Yeah. So if you have the Node.js up on the laptop or the PC, and if you download the Edge Impulse CLI on your Node.js as a file,
No,
then you can
one,
connect up your board. You can connect up your board via the
one.
USB and
Could you please tell me? Okay, got started again. Okay, yeah.
I'm starting it
So
up again.
yeah, okay. So just
Yeah, could you please wait for 1 minute because I need to connect it up to the server.
yeah, okay. Definitely.
Okay, so I guess we are back in. Okay, so we can continue writing. Yeah, sure. So you can carry on. So can you hear me right now?
Yeah,
Yeah. So the thing which I was telling is that if you use any other boards, then what you do is that you connect up the board using these USB. You connect
no,
up
no,
the
no.
board using it. Yeah, sure. Let me finish it up. Then what you do is that it's connected
Mm,
to your these device via serial communication. So The thing which we are going to do is that the CLI will take up the data from any kind of the inbuilt sensors or for connecting up any kind of the other sensors to it as a serial communication method. And then what it will do is that it will send up the data to the Edge Impulse cloud in over there, the Edge Impulse Studio, and then you can run it up and do other stuffs and things like that.
Mm,
I can share you one. Yeah, for that thing, I can share you, a brief video for that on how you can, do up the data forwarder technique and do up the things with that.
so, would you share that link here or in the Telegram? Like, I don't
No, no,
see
I
that
will share up the link on, the Telegram group chat.
because I don't see that there are board members here to talk to.
I can share it up in the Telegram group chat because I guess it will be more uh, usable for the people to, the more members to, check it up and do other stuff like that. So, uh, we have already crossed our time limit right now. Okay, so now I don't have anything more to say of that of today, but do you have anything more to say? Or else we will close it down here.
Okay, I'm okay with that closing the session. But could there be another session?
Yeah, sure. The next session. Yeah, sure. So we can have the next session up. Uh, it will be up
Yeah,
on.
yeah, okay.
So we can have the next session up on January. Yep, on January, and then we can have on February, and every month we can have sessions like that. So these will continue on, and if you face any kind of the more queries or face some kind of more questions, you are always feel free to always contact me up in Telegram or in other social accounts. I will be happy to answer your doubts and queries. So, okay, I guess this was it. Just say a bye bye and let us close it down, people. It will be better, yeah, right? Can't hear you right now. Okay, nevertheless, I guess that was it. That is it. This is it from my side, and seeing you guys soon on the next up webinar which we will be having. So yeah, this was it, and have a good new year and have a good Christmas. That was it. Bye bye, folks.